Stella. Stella. How's it going, YouTube? I'm Benny, and welcome to my channel. I'm passionate about all things fitness, veganism, health, nutrition, and creativity. And today, I'm gonna be taking you through a little workout and post-workout meal. So let's get to it. So I did just move out here from Boulder, Colorado. As you can see, my girlfriend and I's stuff is strewn across the room a little bit there, and out here it's even worse. All these boxes. We did just get that couch yesterday for free from Craigslist if you ever need anything in terms of furniture. Craigslist has tons of free shit all the time. But otherwise, yeah, usually I have weights that I use with the dip belt that I'll do pull-ups with. And I'll also throw some weight on my back sometimes for push-ups. And if I had a dip bar, I would use that as well. But usually I do, these days at least, an upper body, lower body split. And without the gym and stuff, I've been doing a lot of calisthenics. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna get to today. I usually do supersets of antagonist, protagonist muscles. So I'll do a set of pull-ups, a set of push-ups, set of pull-ups, set of push-ups for probably 4 sets each. And then I might do some, or try to do some handstand push-ups off the wall. So yeah, I'll show you that right now. Alright guys, that's my workout there. Not too long, nothing too crazy right now. I was filming on my cat's cat castle, so if the angle was a little messed up, I'm sorry about that. Just for a little view there. Castle. Cat. Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm making for breakfast now, or a post-workout meal. Before I did work out, I had 1 kiwi and about a cup of sliced up cantaloupe. I've been eating that these days. Really high in vitamin A and vitamin C, both of those. So yeah, I'm gonna be having some oatmeal with some different seeds and a little bit of protein powder, some other stuff. So I'll show you that in a second. So just a little kitchen tour for you guys here. Little cantaloupe up there. Yeah, so we just moved into this place like 3 days ago, and it's kind of like a 1950s sort of thing. They got these giant cabinets, high ceilings, so high I can't reach up there. Well, I guess barely. But yeah, we're very incomplete at the moment. We did bring a bunch of our dishes over here. So we got a strainer stuff over there, toaster, little water boiler. But we do want a long table here for prepping and stuff like that. And we do want to put something here so we can put our Instant Pot here. All right, so here we got about a 3/4 cup of oats there, almost a cup. Then here we got a multitude of things. We got about 2 tablespoons chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, both very high in omega-3s, ALA. And then we got about 1.5 tablespoons of pea protein on the left there, and on the right about 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter. So that's going to give us a whole bunch of protein right there. Then in this bowl we got about a 1/2 cup of blueberries, about 1 cup of strawberries there, both frozen. Then we got a 1/2 of frozen banana chopped up there that I'm gonna put in the Instant Pot with the oats to sweeten it up naturally. And I'm also gonna put in about 1.5 cups of water. So here we go, I'll show you that right now. Come on. Alright, so we're gonna do this a little bit to just get it all around. Get the water evenly distributed there. Put the top on here. And so if you don't have an Instant Pot, you definitely don't need it. You can make oats, you can make them just by like putting them in a pot or anything like that with some water. But if you're a vegan, or even if you're not a vegan, an Instant Pot is super helpful. You don't have to sit around while it cooks. You don't have to stir it. You don't have to do anything. You can cook rice in there in like 10 minutes. You can cook beans in there without soaking them. It's really just like, all my friends are always saying I sound like an Instant Pot spokesperson, but like seriously, it is one of the best kitchen devices in my opinion. It has really changed my experience of cooking. So if you're usually tight for time, it really will make your life a lot easier. So over here, we're just gonna press pressure cook right there. Set it to 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And then it's ready to go. So while we're waiting for that to be done, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background about myself, where I'm from, what I'm interested in, what I do. I grew up in South Florida until I was 18. I went to all my schooling there. My entire childhood was there. And then when I was 18, I went to New York to go to school at NYU. I graduated about a year ago. I studied philosophy and creative writing and math. And besides fitness and nutrition and all that, which is really just naturally a part of my life, I am writing a book right now. I'm almost done with it. I've been editing it for a few weeks now. It's about my experiences in high school choir growing up. High school choir was where I made some of my best friends that I'm still friends with today, one of whom actually lives in Denver, like a 5-minute walk from me, which is crazy because we haven't lived in the same place for at least 5 years. So that's really great, and I'm really happy about that. I figured I'd start a YouTube channel because I'm passionate about this as well. And yeah, I mean, I'm also passionate about nature, and living in Colorado, there is some of the most beautiful nature I've ever seen. And the mountains aren't very far away from Denver, which I'm really grateful for. So I'm sure I'll be making videos about camping trips and hikes and stuff like that in the mountains. So let me know down below if you have any ideas for hikes in Colorado you know of, and also if you'd be interested in seeing that. So it looks like we're at 9 minutes here since it's been done. With the Instant Pot, what happens is it'll heat up, then it'll cook for the amount of time that you put, and then after that it'll cool down, and it'll be a timer on here like it is right now for how long it has been done cooking. So usually they say You can wait around 10 minutes for some of the pressure to naturally release, or most of the pressure to naturally release. I'm gonna just do it in 9 minutes because I don't really care that much. Cancel that. And then what you do here is there's this little, for those of you who haven't seen the Instant Pot, there's this little knob right here. On this Instant Pot, you press it, and it starts releasing the pressure there. And right now I'm not letting it click down because it's a little water spurting out there. Press it a little harder. Cool, so when it's actually done releasing, like it's about to be right now, you'll see the little silver knob is gonna go down, which means that you can open the lid just like that, right there. So I'll open this here. There's the oats in there. Gonna stir them around after I put this down. Oh yeah, it smells good. Really good. Switch hands. I'm a righty, so you know. Fogging up the lens there a little bit. All right. So I'll get this in a bowl, and I'll show you when I put everything else in just a second. All right, folks, this is the finished product here. I have to say it looks pretty fugly, but it does the job. It tastes pretty good. I can give you guys a taste test on camera if you so desire, or if you don't so desire, I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Again, I would never claim that this is the tastiest breakfast in history or even close, but it does a job. Right now I'm just trying to get the calories I need. Usually I make smoothies, but sometimes I don't think they make me feel that good. Not because they're not full of healthful food, but for me, my body doesn't, I think my stomach specifically doesn't respond super well to the food being processed for me. It's kind of, I feel like confused. Like, how did this already get broken down? We didn't do anything. And so for my stomach, that usually causes some issues, I think. So I'm running a little experiment to see whether or not eating oatmeal or eating all of the things that I would pretty much eat in my smoothie, eating them in solid form, if that helps my stomach a little bit. Again, my girlfriend doesn't have any issues with smoothies. She doesn't have any issues with food in general. I tend to have a more sensitive stomach. But yeah, so I'm just doing a little test here, and this gets me everything I need. It's pretty healthy, or I shouldn't say it's pretty healthy, it's actually super healthful. And in a second here, I'm gonna put everything into Chronometer on my phone, and then I'll give you a little tour of the macros, the micros, minerals, all of that stuff. I'm not really sure how to, like, I know I've seen some people on YouTube kind of like put part of their screen as Chronometer. I don't know how to do that. I clearly have not been on YouTube very long. It's my literally first video, so I will figure that out in time. But for now, I'll just show you on here. This, I just put in the bowl of oatmeal, which is right there. I'm still eating that. I just put that all in over here. The whole thing came out to 692 calories. If you see the macros, it's about 50% calories from carbs, and then you got 28% from fat, 17% from protein. So we got 32.8 grams of protein from that. Okay, so let's go down here. Hit a lot of the B vitamins, obviously nothing completely, but got a very good start on just that amount of calories. I think that's pretty cool. Moving down a little bit. Vitamin C is completely hit, and also right now in this, I haven't even put the kiwi and the cantaloupe. It's not going to change that much, but the vitamin A is going to shoot up here. So going down a little bit, copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, hit those pretty well. Magnesium is not complete, but very close. Moving down a little bit, potassium, selenium, sodium, zinc. Again, this is only from like 700 calories. So I eat about 2,500 calories a day. So this is pretty good on just the first fifth of that. That's pretty good in my opinion. Moving down, fiber, we got 23.2 grams fiber. Fats, most of our fat here is coming from omega-3s. If you can see, we have 5.6 grams omega-3s. Those are coming from the chia seeds and the hemp seeds. And the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is said to be good at like between 1 to 1. 1 to 1 is like very good, and like 1 to 4, 1 to 5. If you're at like 1 to 20, it's a real problem apparently. I mean, I don't have a nutrition degree, but this is just what I've seen mostly on YouTube from people. But this is like 1 to not even 2. It's like 1 to 1.6 or something. So I think that's pretty good. Again, this is only the first 600, 700 calories of the day. But moving forward, I don't think it's going to get too drastic. Probably like 1 to 3 by the end of the day. For those of you who don't know, omega-3s are really important for brain health and even for stomach health. So chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, and walnuts, those are like the big plant sources of omega-3s. I also take a very like low dose supplement of DHA and EPA, which are the transformed versions of, or the converted versions of ALA, which is what you get from these plant sources. So I take a DHA EPA supplement pretty low dose, like once every other day. Otherwise, in terms of supplements, I do take a multivitamin twice a week. I don't even really take B12 that much, maybe once a week. It's in the multivitamin, not a high dose, like literally just 100% daily value, which for most supplements is pretty low, but I do take that maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. I take like 1,000 micrograms. And then otherwise, I take vitamin D almost every day. I think vitamin D is really important. And I do live in Colorado, but even still, like, I don't get outside enough in the sun enough, especially in the winter, but even now, like, to satisfy my vitamin D requirements. So I like to just take vitamin D every day. I use Doctor's Best 2,500 international units. I think it works really well. I've actually felt a little bit of a difference since I've been taking it. So I do recommend that. And again, the other supplements. And I can link the supplements below in the description box, just so you can see them if you want to buy them or not. So we have protein here. Like I said, 32.8 grams. That's pretty good. And again, I get a lot of protein from whole grains, from beans, from tofu. I eat a decent amount of tofu these days. Protein really isn't a problem for me. I mean, at 2,500 calories, even without the supplements, I'll hit like at least 90 grams of protein a day, but usually like 100 without the supplements, 100 or like 110. And then with the supplements, sometimes 130, 140, which for me, I weigh like 150 or 155, so that's pretty good in my opinion. And I don't think you need more personally. You really don't need as much protein as people say, and I'm sure that if you've watched any vegan YouTube, you've heard the same thing. So I'm not the first person to say it. I certainly won't be the last. Alright folks, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, please subscribe. I am hoping to put out 2 videos per week, and I am so excited to get this channel rolling. So I hope you'll stay with me here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Rest in peace, little guy.